In order to enter the free rock giveaway so that you can play video games in the live video games in the live chat, all you got to do is put an emoji in the chat and you will be eligible to receive the free rocks. 1 minute until the free rock giveaway. Free rock giveaway commencing in 10 seconds. $100,000 rocks. Queuing to release. Right now. You gotta hit an emoji if you want them. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Queuing the free rocks. They are queued. They are queued. They have been queued. They are paying out. You must gamble them tonight, or Busy will come get you. I don't know what he'll do. He's crazy. Chill, all right. Is this the Busy Show? Last time I looked, this isn't the Busy Show. This is the parking lot. The parking lot show. It's not named after you. You're delusional. You spent too much time inside that damn. Give me my favorite song. Where is my favorite song? I don't even see it. Thank you. You've spent too much time inside that damn thingy. Damn it. Where is it? Can I get grab me that picture, Busy. Show me that picture I took of you. Yeah, you spent too much time inside that snow globe, bro. It was definitely a snow globe. Did you see the snow inside the globe? I see the snow inside the globe. So everybody's been wondering how Busy got out of the snow globe. You guys know how he got into the snow globe. Week and a half ago, my assistant was chilling, minding his own business, when he got a call that he was being summoned to have a meeting to try to squash all the drama. All I know is he ended up leaving the house, and next thing I know, he's locked inside this crystal ball. I call it a snow globe because there's snow in it, and it's a globe, but he says it's a crystal ball. And anyway, so did you see my memes? Did you see those memes, Biz? Oh, I've been memeing it up. That's what I've been doing. Well, yeah, I'll give you a preview of one of the videos I'm working on in just a minute. I'll give everybody that came here tonight to the stream a preview of my new video on rockAlot, but you're not getting a preview of the UNIRocktv video. So, yeah. Because I wasn't done with it. I'm not releasing it until I'm done. So, do we have that ready? Okay, well, I don't want you to play it yet. I just want to make sure it's... What's that? Well, hold on. Let me see what that video is. What is that? Oh, damn. It's a little animation of Busy stealing a monument. Oh, God, that's so cute. Show him. Show everybody. There's Busy woke up drunk next to a monument when he escaped the crystal ball, and he had a brilliant idea. He had this brilliant idea to steal the monument. Yeah, that actually is a real thing that happened. A bunch of YouTubers went and stole those monuments that were appearing, those monoliths that were appearing out there. That was a story I uploaded to UNIRocktv. If you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. It's not bad. But I know why you guys are here. You guys are here because you want to know how Emily Baker is being attacked. And I wanted to tell you about it before I played some video games because I thought it was dumb. Also, I think it kind of goes, it goes and shows that, you know, somebody ain't learning no lessons out there because they are attacking Emily Baker. Can someone do me a solid? I know we might have, like, Torn or someone here. Can you put those images in the bottom of the general room for me? Here, let me tag you. Can I get those images of Emily Baker being attacked on Twitter by you-know-who at the bottom of Gen real quick? Okay, maybe I can get them now. And I don't really care if I don't have them. I can just tell you what happened, but it is indicative that history is about to repeat, and there's about to be another big ol' without a crystal drama going on. Because if you look, for the last few days, out there in the hashtag without a leg to stand upon sphere of influence, there hasn't been much going on to the point where people are repeating topics. I just had to talk with someone about that today, and you know, because there's not been any new drama. And with this Emily Baker attack, I believe it will start another cycle inside the without a leg to stand on arena, and then that criticism that's going to come out tomorrow of her attacking Emily on Twitter will cause her to get really angry and stuff, and then it'll start the cycle again. And that way you, at least, that watch me, will be able to understand the reason that this is all happening, because that was our intent. Our intent wasn't to necessarily solve the problem. We would have liked to. That's the best case scenario. We just wanted to see a resolution. And now that we can't, because it won't happen, never, it's always going to be this way, at least we can understand why it is this way. It is this way because of how certain people react to criticism that they get. And I'm going to, hey, thank you, whoever just subscribed, Maria. Hey, nice of you. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and tell you what it is that's going on really quick. And, damn, you guys are so fast. Let me go ahead and show you the problem here. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Also, we're going to be putting out a 2020 year in review video. And what that's going to do, there's a lot of people out there that want to lie about what's happened in 2020. So the year in review video is going to show you it'll explain the stories of 2020, these things that we've covered or been a part of in 2020, or some of the stuff that we paid attention to, and it'll actually show you what happened that will counter a lot of the misinformation that people are putting out around those topics now that they try to change history, misrepresent things, and you get me? Plus, it's going to be a really funny video. Some of the topics that are going to be in the 2020 year-end review for the DBOTY end of the year 2020 video are going to be the destruction of the Flat Earth criticizing community, because that happened in 2020. Also, the return of the Kyle R. Curtis is going to be there. The birth of the lolcow is going to be a topic. We're going to have the KJP Uno reversal card played on herself. That happened in 2020. We're going to have the fall of Airsoft Fatty. If you recall, I covered the Airsoft Fatty story. We're going to talk about that in the 2020 year in review video. We're going to have the death of the Secure Team 10 channel. That's just going to be a really quick mention because that's easy. The police impersonator, Jeremy DeWitt. We're going to bring up his entire meme that occurred due to his issue. That was a big issue in 2020. We are going to bring up an EDW situation. I'm not even going to go into that now. The J Station drama. William Shatner retweeted me. That's right, Captain Kirk, the star of Star Trek, retweeted me for some reason. That's going to go in the year in review. The Onision arc, the Onision story is going to go in, and then the Baby Yoda story. Those are just some of the main stories that happened in 2020. So let's get into why Emily Baker, who has blown up on YouTube because a lot of people like her qualification, that she actually was a lawyer, she's actually like a DA and everything, and they like being able to get her perspective on things because, you know, a lot of people that are professional don't try to take a lot of drama as their source. They may talk about drama, we talk about drama, but a lot of the more professional people out there won't take drama as a source, and they can then, because of that, they have a little better of content. Their content kind of stays on a track, and I do think that people like that. So Emily Baker blowing up. I'm not doing this dance with you. Okay, well, don't play sound effects just because you're mad. Okay, I'll tell him when I talk about... He wants me to tell you how he escaped the crystal ball. You haven't told us for a week, and now you're going to pressure me to do it. You can wait. You can wait until I do it. I will do it. Can I get my music back, though? Thank you. And because of Emily Baker blowing up, of course, she's got the attention of people now who would never give her attention before. And something happened on Twitter today that I think is going to make it into the videos on the Katie hater channels. And hey, there's nothing wrong with being a Katie hater, as long as you got a good reason to do it. As long as you're not doxing her or anything, hate away. You got me? All right, here we go. Let's talk about the... Let's talk about Emily Baker having crystal balls thrown at her on Twitter today. Did you guys get your rocks? Did you guys get your rocks? Everybody got some, right? If you typed in to the live chat when I was giving away the rocks, it would have paid you out. So you would have got your rocks. So... just making sure you got them. If you need rocks, because you didn't get them, we'll do another rock giveaway here in about an hour. So, no, don't worry. Don't fret. In order to get the rocks, you can use them. You can play the slot machine and stuff in the chat like you see other people doing. You can also play cards with people somehow through it. You can duel people, but in order to get them, you just have to type in the live chat before I give the giveaway. So in like a 1 minute or 5 minute window before I do the giveaway, it takes the people actively in the chat and it gives them the rocks. It's a way to reward people for chatting. Anyway, here we go. I need the original one. Crap. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There are so many. There are so many of these. I've got 3 of them. So I got 1, 2, 3. Good gods in heaven, how do you do this? How do you tweet so much? Is this what I need to do? If I have to tweet incessantly in order to have a good YouTube channel, then I'll just have a shitty YouTube channel because I cannot stand Twitter. I would rather be a shitty channel than tweet all the time. All right. I don't remember. I can't find the first one. Let me keep going. Oh Oh, maybe they were backwards. Anyway, so here's what happened. So out of nowhere on Twitter, like, of course it happened on Twitter, KJP retweets somebody who was telling Emily Baker that she was being a bad person because Emily gave her opinion on a very controversial case. And I'm not going to go into that case myself. It's too controversial, and I don't even want to. But the gist of it is that people were, like, basically not listening to Emily Baker or what she said, and then trying to act like she had shamed a victim. Now, I haven't seen all of Emily Baker's response, but I don't think she shamed a victim in any way, shape, or form. If she did, if there's a clip where she may have, and you actually give the context and everything, I might change my mind. I doubt she did, though. One thing about Emily Baker being a DA, ADA? She was an ADA, or a DA. Somebody correct me in the chat. If she was a DA, let me know, because I don't want to call her an ADA if she was a DA. But she was also a lawyer. She's still a lawyer. And people that, have gone through those types of schools, they tend to be very careful with what they say. They're a lot more, careful on how they word things than, say, a YouTuber, a crazy comedy YouTuber like myself. She's an ADA. Thank you, guys. Okay, ADA. All right. I just didn't want to insult her, you know what I'm saying, by reducing her achievement. I want to give her the correct, So what happened is that some random account ends up going at Emily Baker, and of course KJP retweets it and goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe she's victim shaming." Kabocha! Okay, that wasn't exact. I know it wasn't exactly what happened, but it was really close, Busy. So anyway, she didn't do that. She went, "Oh my God, she's victim blaming." Kabocha. Is that better? Okay, she didn't do that at all. I'm trying to exaggerate, you asshole. So she flipped out. She basically used this, like, really bad summation of what Emily said, because I don't see Emily saying that. If it becomes a contentious issue, we'll just watch what Emily said and make up our own mind. But I didn't hear that. So this account takes that statement by Emily, or takes that summation by Emily, and then tries to say, "You're being a bad person." And then Katie says, "Oh my God, she did do that." And got a lot of blowback for it. I'm going to show you some of the blowback here. And if you guys end up finding the original... Oh, you guys are so good at this. Holy shit. Damn. You guys are so good. Okay, never mind. I got it right in front of me. So here's the original retweet from... This is where a crystal ball gets thrown like this, like they're pitching softball, like you know what I'm saying? So pitching hardball. Is it called hardball then? No, the fast kind. You are such a dingbat, Busy. A crystal ball gets whipped at Emily Baker's head. Now, luckily, Emily dodged the crystal ball of doom, but here's how it was thrown at her. So this is how the crystal ball was thrown at Emily. KJP says, OMGZ in the heezy. She did not just shame Breonna Taylor. Now, some of you are going to say, but UNIRock, she's saying she didn't shame Breonna Taylor. Now, I was trying to imitate you. Did it work? Well, can you say it then? They can't understand you. She's making a sarcastic, like, oh my God, she did not just shame Breonna. So she's saying that she did. You get me? You got me? You good me. Okay. So this is the original thing. The fact that you followed it up with an "I'm sorry" tells me that you knew the comment wasn't okay. The Emily Baker makes sense that you're also in favor of harsh penalties for largely affected minorities. You know, it's almost like you're just saying this about her because you don't agree with some political thing against Emily. Because she didn't say "I'm sorry" because she knew what she was saying was wrong. She said "I'm sorry" because she knew what she was saying was going to have a bunch of people flip out. And so in anticipation for knowing they were going to flip out, you know, like you, KJP. So in anticipation, she said "I'm sorry" as in a preparatory, you know, I know it's going to hurt your fifis. I'm sorry. That's how I took it. Then again, I could just be a big dingbat. Now, of course, immediately after KJP does this, the masses across the internet swoop in and they say, bad KJP, bad. And KJP says, as a commentary channel, I can have opinions about other channels. If I see someone saying something that's shared by a friend of mine, I might share my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm going to do anything more than share my opinion. All commentary channels share their opinion. Busy, can you do me a favor? Will you play me my favorite game show music while I play a game? The game I'm going to play is, how many times does Katie say opinions in under 3 seconds? Ready? Go. As a commentary channel, I can have opinions, ding, 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 about other channels. If I see somebody saying something that's shared by a friend of mine, I might share my opinion. Opinion, ding, ding, ding. It doesn't mean I'm not doing anything more than sharing my opinion. Opinion, ding, ding, ding. All commentary channels share their opinion. Opinion, ding, ding, ding. Thank you, Busy. No, I appreciate that. Good music. Okay. Now. I just pointed out how many times that she said opinions here because I think she's trying to make the point that it's her opinion. Yeah. We know that it's your opinion. Don't worry. You're not going to get sued. She knows it's your opinion. We also know that you're taking shots at Emily because you're mad at her. So the whole concept of basically, if you're on KJP's side with this or if you're on Emily Baker's side with this is, it all falls down to one thought process. Did KJP share her opinion by retweeting that tweet about Emily Baker? Or was KJP taking shots at Emily Baker when she shared that tweet about Emily Baker? So the people that will defend KJP will say, hey, she's just a commentary channel. She's just giving her opinion. She's allowed to do this. The people that are saying she's taking shots, they all say, yeah, but, you know, she didn't give an opinion. That's where I'm at. I don't see an opinion. I just see you saying, OMGZ, did she just shame Breonna Taylor? Oh, she did not. 3 snaps in a whoop-de-doo. I didn't do that good enough. Can I do a different one? Can I get another try on the 3 snaps and a whoop-de-doo? 3 snaps and a whoop-de-doo. Is that better? That's better, right? Okay, I thought so. The second one was better. The second one was a better whoop-de-doo. Anyway, the issue I have is you're not giving an opinion. This isn't a damn opinion. First of all, this part isn't even true if you listen to what Emily Baker says. That's not what she did. This doesn't make sense. There's no vindication. Now, there is a thread here, but then again, I don't think the thread even helps in just my opinion. That's why I'm not going to go into it. Uh-oh. I said opinion. Am I going to get sued? I am, aren't I? You know, the word opinion is the greatest sue blocker in the world. If you're going to get sued, just start screaming opinion over and over. Opinion, 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 opinion. It just deflects the lawsuits right back at whoever's throwing it at you. Okay. Okay. I got to shut up. After that, a massive tweet storm ensues. Oh my God! Can I get some sound effects, Busy? Do you care? I know it's kind of hard to do it live, but a massive insane tweet storm ensues. Keep going, Busy. Keep going, Busy. There's one more. Do it again. One more time. Thank you. Good job. Fix your microphone. You got a bit of an echo. Yeah, no, you did a great job there. Now, can you turn my song back on? I can't do this without my favorite song, please. Thank you. After this initial trade-off happens, a huge tweet storm ensues, and we're going to look at that tweet storm, and we're going to make up our mind. Did KJP blindly attack Emily Baker, or what was the other side? Oh, or was she giving some type of commentated opinion, and therefore she's the good guy? Right now, tonight, on UNIRock Live, hosted on the rockAlot YouTube channel. Now, before we get going, I'm going to warn you all right now. I've got a brand new video game to play. So after I do this, I'm going to be playing that video game. And we're going to be talking about this to the live chat. My live chat's right there. So while I'm playing video games, we sit and talk about all the stuff going on. So if you do have questions or commentary for me and you want to talk to me, when the game starts, just type your questions in the chat. And while I'm playing a game, I pause it and stuff like that so that I can read what you say. And I have not been live for a while. We went live as like a test stream yesterday. Then we did a couple video game streams for that launch. Now, I just want to let you know, my computer, I've been working on it. It's been crashing since the last Windows update. So if we do crash, I got a pinned comment. We'll try to restart as soon as I can. And I have upgraded my internet, and we're streaming in 1080p 60 frames a second. If you want to watch in 1080p, you might have to click the cog in the bottom of the player right around here. I don't know if I'm backwards. Right around here or there. And turn it on 1080p 60 frames because it's really crisp and sparkly at 1080p. I'm sending about 8 megabits a second up to YouTube. Had to upgrade my internet to do it. Now that I got all the technical jargon out of the way, let's see if we can get this damn this stream finally started. It's great to be back. Nightly UNIRock Live breakdown of things happening on the internet in our community at the end of 2020 going into the new year. Will 2021 be better? God only knows. Broadcasting from the East Coast of the glorious United States of America, this is UNIRock Live. Anna, hold on, pause it, Busy. Anna just asked a really good question, so I want to answer that before we move on. When will there be more Airsoft Fatty content? I have just finished an interview with Robert, one of Airsoft Fatty's friends, and I've got my final analysis of the Airsoft Fatty supervisor situation, and it's going to be coming out really soon. It takes time to make these videos, though, so you just got to buckle in and wait for me to upload it to UNIRock 2. But keep an eye out, because it's really close. Thank you for the question, Anna. Appreciate it. All right, you ready, Biz? I know, we're a little rusty. We haven't done this in a while. I hope you're ready, Busy. All right. Hit it, Biz. Now, one thing about the internet nowadays is that you just expect people to behave like adults. And I think the last year has shown us that some adults act like adults on the internet, but most people don't. And they act like teenagers that are invested in high school bullshit, and they want to play to cancel culture. So let me explain what that is before we get going. The basic kind of like, I'm mad at you, so everything you do is wrong, and I like that person, so everything they do is right, concept is cancel culture. It's just the extreme variant of that concept, where you forgive every single thing that the people you like do, but you criticize every little thing that someone else does, even if it's not worthy of criticism, so that you can create this fake thing that we call cancel culture. I avoid cancel culture. I don't like the whole concept. Even if I don't like somebody, I can be on their side when it comes to something they're right about. And even if I do like somebody, I can criticize them and it not mean the end of the world, because that's how real life works. It's not, this little fake bubble of cancel culture needs to be popped. People have to stop playing to it. And know that me giving any opinion I give does not mean I'm team anybody or against anybody. But if you want to know who I support and who I don't, you can just ask me. But that is my disclaimer moving into this. You know Emily Baker. She's a lawyer who blew up talking about the Tatty lawsuit situation. When she did, that lawsuit, of course, has something to do with KJP being sued by Tatty. And with Emily blowing up over something about Tatty and KJP, KJP has fostered a hatred of Emily Baker that you can basically feel seething out of her anytime her name comes up. And to see this happen, before I even break down the tweets, you got to know one more thing. Just a few days ago, and this is the whole reason why I'm even going to talk about this right now. Just a few days ago, KJP apologized to Emily Baker. And I said to myself, I had to ask somebody today, why? Can you answer my question? Says Dove Kitty. Yeah. Hold on. I haven't been looking at the chat yet, Dove Kitty, but you know I always do. Where is it? I'd rather get this done and then answer your question, but I can answer your question now if you want. Is it too soon to say we told you so? No. I listened to you when you were bringing me all that bullshit on Katie. I just didn't get any of the doxy stuff until about a month ago. So anyway, that has nothing to do with this, Dove Kitty. I'm going to kick you out of my chat. I'm just kidding. I think that's a testament to how long you can be in my chat while representing an opinion that I don't agree with, right? I've never kicked you before. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Didn't I have one more disclaimer? Did I get out the second? Did I get out the second disclaimer? I don't remember either. Here, let's just get into it here. Oh, yeah. Where was I at? God damn it. Emily is a prosecutor. Of course, she sees things in a different lens, but 100%. The attempt to portray her as racist by KJ was insane, and attempt that failed. It says classy, Mom. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I don't think that, it should be allowed to pass. Now, I was telling you why I'm doing this. God, okay. Look, don't get mad at me for ignoring the chat while I do this, but I will talk to the chat as soon as I'm done, okay? So, Dove Kitty, anybody that wants to talk to me, let me finish, and we'll get there. Why I'm doing this. So, 4 days ago, some of you tell me in the chat. Somebody tell me. She apologized to Emily Baker, and I asked somebody in my server, I'm like, why'd she apologize? And here's what I was told. It was something about, like, making assumptions or something about Emily, and she apologized. Now, the problem is she deleted the apologies, the original apology to Baker, and I believe she deleted the second. I'm not sure. The reason this is weird is because you apologize to her for taking things out of context and assuming things about her, right? Then this thing happens on Twitter today, which is basically showing that she's doing the same thing that she promised she wouldn't do. You remember, I was approached by her. Of course you do. It was like this. I just, took a break about a week ago from streaming, so it's not been that long. I was approached by Katie with her giving the air that, look, I want to hear criticism. I want to change. I want to know what I'm doing that angers everybody or what I'm doing wrong and change that, but not change the things that I'm not doing wrong. And she wanted our help. Got me? And we told her, just stop doing this right here. Zoom in on it, Biz. Stop doing this. These are the things you got to stop doing. Now, my advice was just ignore social media. Decide what you want to put out. Put it out. Because you get wishy-washy when people get mad, and then people think you're only saying things to attack somebody. Now, the difference between a couple weeks ago to now is that now I am absolutely positive that Katie does this to attack people. She does this to stir up drama. She likes doing this. That's where my mind's changed. And here's why. I'm going to demonstrate why my mind's changed, of course, by showing you this thread. Now, this is the first one, and I believe the second one is here. Now, we read this, sharing opinions. It is okay to have an opinion, but when you did this, you didn't give any opinion. So your opinion would be, Emily said this, and here's what I think about it, and here's where she's wrong, or here's my take. And then she said this, and then you kind of give a commentary or give a take that shows why you think what you do about Emily. That didn't happen. All that happened is you just took what someone else is claiming about Emily Baker and you're sharing it and trying to use your platform to say, haha, she did this. No reason why, no breakdown, no what I think. There is no commentary here, is my point. So when she comes in and says, I'm a commentary channel, I have opinions about other channels. You didn't give commentary. You didn't give an opinion. You just basically said, I agree, and I'm not going to tell you why, or I agree or not, and I'm just going to throw it out there and hope it sticks on the wall. So then she says, the video I shared was actually tweeted by my friend. I was kind of taken back by what was said. I believe if people can have opinions about me, I can have opinions about them. It doesn't mean anyone is feuding. It means that comment didn't sit well with me. Now, the people who think you're trying to feud with EB, can I call her EB? I like that nickname. I like it. It's the audience. Can we call Emily Baker EB? I really like that nickname. It just goes, it slides off the tongue, dingbat. It just is good. So, if you did give commentary, if you actually explained why you believe this about Emily Baker, I might have your side here if what you said made sense, if it was really good. The issue is, you didn't have a side, you didn't say anything, and what you were sharing has a connotation that Emily is racist. So I think it's a double-edged sword. You're not only attacking her blindly by not sharing a commentary and just throwing something out there, but you're also trying to do a charged one. You're trying to use this kind of blatant accusation that is just bullshit from the ground up, at least from what's there. And you're trying to use this blatant accusation to charge the blind thing you threw out. Now, what I just did here in under 20 seconds is give a commentary to why I believe every single person who sees what she shared knows that she attacked EB, and that the fact of what she was sharing being so tense magnified the attack against EB, because I think she wanted people to agree with her. She wanted people to say, OMGZ, EB is horrible, damn. And it didn't happen. People went and looked at what EB actually said, listened to it, and then said, yeah, you're lying. This isn't representative of the truth at all. Got me? So saying that people can have opinions about me, Emily Baker's opinions about you and your lawsuit were explained over hours upon hours upon hours. And she put a lot of work, time, and effort into it. She didn't just spam out content about it. So I don't see how this works. You just spammed out this thing. You just shared this thing and hoped it would have this effect. Emily, on the other hand, really broke down what you were saying. So yeah, I don't think that you can compare these two things. Emily having this opinion about what's going on with you, and then you trying to do this to Emily, they don't mix. Oil and water. Though it says it means that comment didn't sit well with me. I'm not even sure what she means by that comment, but who cares? So next, we've got all of this, and I don't even know the timeline. I don't even have any idea of what was said first, second, or last, so I'm going to try to just go through some of it with you. Let's close this out. We've looked at it. Let's go through some of this, and we'll make up our mind, and then I'm playing some video games. Damn it. I'll tell him the short version. I will. Right now. Right now. Those of you know that Busy was kidnapped by KJ... Oh, damn it. Busy was kidnapped by KJP and put into a crystal ball. He got out because KJP got really mad at Emily Baker and grabbed that crystal ball and hurled it across the room at Emily. Luckily, it smashed against the wall. Busy popped out and ran home. Though, I will upload a full recording of it happening, fully animated by Busy himself, so that you can see it with your own eyes. Okay, are you happy now? I told everybody. All right. All right. Are we all right? All right? All right. All right? All right. I missed Busy. Tell him I love him. Your girlfriend loves you. He says he knows. He thinks he's Luke Skywalker or something. I know it was Han Solo. It was a joke. All right. Here we go. Then Katie comes in to say, but I'm not doing this to get back at anybody, period. Here's why I think you are. Unlike you, instead of me just saying, yes, you are doing this to get back at Emily Baker, I'm going to provide commentary to why I think you're doing this to get back at Emily Baker. Right now. You did this because you don't like Emily Baker. You don't like the commentary she provided about your situations. You watched her, you got angry at her, just like you did Creepshow. And in my opinion, if Emily would have never mentioned you ever before, and then you would have seen that, you would have saw that. Now, remember, Katie saw this thing that was retweeted it, and then kind of used it to attack Emily, right? So, ask yourself this question. If KJP would have never, ever known Emily Baker, if Emily would have never mentioned KJP before, and then KJ saw that, would she still have retweeted it? Would she still have gone at it? Of course not. That is one of the main reasons why, yes, you're trying to attack Emily and call her a racist, yes. So you're doing it to get back at her, because if that content wouldn't have happened, you would have never done this today. You would have just never even cared. As a commentary channel, I read that. Well, that's the one we read already. Have you watched the podcast, or have you had a... This is a... Okay. So then another Twitter user comes in to provide commentary back at Katie and says, have you watched the podcast, or have you had a law background? There's more to this than what your commentary states. I don't even know what people are saying because I didn't see any commentary. I didn't see any. Aussie Trisha, what Nate streamed and what EB streamed are very different, says Zag. Yeah, no, I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm just going off of what they were claiming about on the on Twitter. We can watch Emily Baker's entire thing if you guys want. I don't know. We'll see. We're playing Cyberpunk after this, though. So, she says, you're implying a shocking clickbait headline by retweeting something that is wrong. You may not have meant it, but it's what you did. No need for it. And this is exactly what this is a great take, in my opinion. So then she comes back and says, this is not from a podcast, though. It's from Instagram, and it's on her channel. I am truly seeking clarification. I also feel, in this specific situation, knowing that she was not armed and she was sleeping, that she is not the reason for her death. I don't find it appropriate to have discussions about social issues when it comes down to blaming a victim. But that's the problem. There are people out there who have their own opinion, and if this is what you thought, and this is why you shared it this way, why didn't you explain that earlier? Maybe she did, and I just didn't see it. I don't think she did, though. I asked. Everybody said she didn't, so... And yes, I looked, too. I thought maybe I was blocked or something. To me, it sounded like she said that Taylor put herself in the situation by involving herself with the man. But even if that's true, it does not, to me, justify a M word. How is it an M? Okay, I'm not even going to go there, but let's just keep going. So then Rachel comes back, whatever, but Emily is a former deputy district attorney and has different unbiased opinions. That video is out of context, and you're retweeting it to get a reaction is what I don't like. I have given you the benefit of the doubt, but this just makes me think you're not changing. And this tweet, give me some, like, kind of metaphoric awesome sound effect. Give me 1 second. Will you mute me, please? Am I muted? Can we get some different sound? We have the same sound effects for 2 years. Can you give me a new one, maybe? It'd be nice. Unmute me and start the music. This tweet right here is just metaphoric. It's just awesome. It's excellent. It's great. Because this Rachel person's honing in on something that I think harkens back, and if my assistant actually loaded our sound effects properly, I would play the harp sound effect, you know, like when I do a flashback. But let's do a quick flashback. Biddly beep, biddly beep, biddly beep, biddly beep. Do you remember when it was me, Charlie Gold, and Katie on this stream? Damn it, that's the wrong song. No, that one. Do you remember when it was me, Emily Baker? God damn it. Can you start me over? Action? You want to say action? We're not recording a movie. This is a live stream. Do you remember when it was me, Charlie Gold, and Without a Crystal Ball on this stream? And the advice that Charlie Baker gave to her and the advice that I gave to her was that she needs to stop giving reactionary responses on Twitter and social media and take her time to actually think through what she's sharing, because she's constantly doing something, getting a blowback for it, and then coming back to say, I'm sorry, or I didn't mean that, or oopsie whoopsie, floopsie. And I said, if you just take the time to think through and mean what you say, mean what you're doing, you won't have to have the oopsie doopsie floopsies. You can just say, I meant what I said. It's my opinion. Peace out. That's all I could think of was peace out. I'll think of something better later. So anyway. But back over to here. This actually makes a lot of sense. So she says, but this just makes me think you're not changing. It also gives you a perspective into what Katie's audience thinks. Katie's audience, almost to me, with tweets like this, it looks like they are thinking that she's going to change, that she's actually making some type of effort. Well, I've got breaking news for you. So let me do, I want to make sure that you guys can understand the how breaking this news is. It's very important breaking news. So go ahead, Busy, bring us in with it. Breaking news tonight on Uni News Special Report. My God, this news is breaking. So, give me my breaking news after playing the intro music really quick, please. Thank you. The breaking news tonight is to all of the Katie Joy fans and people on the internet who think that Katie can change and think that she can take criticism and listen to it and grow from it and all of that. She can't. She's lying to you. How do I know? Well, if you've paid any attention to the last year, she came to me back in December of 19 and actually wanted to try to change. She would listen to criticism. She would take other people's advice and actually talk about why or why not she wanted to do a certain thing or not and be a very adult about what was going on. That was back in December of 19. As time went on, something changed, and she went down an extremely long spiral, very long downward spiral. And now, she lies, she cheats, she backstabs, and when she's, if people who watch her think she's making an active effort to change, you're lying to yourself. Just like I did, I lied to myself when I thought that she was coming to me for help because she honestly wanted help. She was willing to actually listen to the criticism. She was willing to change and actually make an attempt. I lied to myself a month and a half ago whenever the Creep Show thing happened. And if anyone still believes she's trying, you're lying to yourself now. To see one of her audience members, audience mates, saying that I have given you the benefit of the doubt, but this just makes me think you're not changing. She's not changing, and I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you how to know when she is right now. Unlike some people out there, I am not going to insult her or put her down or any of that. I'm going to actually be real with you on why she's not changing and how you know she's not. When someone tries to convince you so hard that they're changing, but then thinks that an apology or thinks that just a second, bing, I just changed, you actually have to show that you've changed. And that's why Charlie Gold and my advice to Katie was that to take a good amount of time away from Twitter, social media, to still post to her channel, but just cover topics and not do anything crazy, give any opinions on anything crazy, and just take some time to think about everything, because you have to have that time if you really are going to take in criticism and then change. Because what happens is once you get good criticism and you use it, you will have benefits from it. You'll actually say, damn, this is a much better way of doing things. And typically, getting good criticism takes a while for you to get the benefits from the good criticism. Doing things that aren't that nice, taking advantage of other people, lying, being shady, throwing out, private information of people, shocking people with clickbait titles, all the stuff that's easy, that helps you gain subs quickly. All of that is the opposite of. It's the thing that prevents you from doing the things that you need to do to change. And that's all been happening. In fact, a lot of her titles are basically trying to clickbait you into thinking that she's going to talk about some drama that deals with her. Like, I forget what, we'd have to go look, and she's been changing titles too. So she'll do a title and you'll read it and be like, oh God, she's going to talk about the drama again. So she wants to get people to click in because of that, because she thinks it'll pull them in there, right? And then when you get in, she's talking about a celebrity gossip or something. And I wouldn't give her any shit if she started off talking about one thing and then talked about other things, because in live streams that can happen. But that's not what's been happening. She's literally just been clickbaiting people to get them to click. And I don't know why she doesn't see how that's bad for her channel, bad for the, you know, the different promises she's making, but it is. So every little thing you can break down when it comes to her actions since this last giant drama happened shows you that she's not changing, but even worse, she's trying to use the topic of racism to try to attack Emily Baker with no real meaningful commentary or opinion. And then when getting called out for it, she starts screaming that she's allowed to have this opinion. This is just her natural opinion. We all know that's not her natural opinion. We all know that if Emily Baker would have never once talked about KJP's lawsuit, Katie would have never shared this against her. And then to see that one of KJP's friends is the one that made this initial tweet, let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in. Little weird that one of her friends was the person who made this initial criticism or against EB tweet that went out. There's a lot to consider there. Because one other thing I've noticed is that she does some shady shit, y'all. She does some pretty shady shit. So, back to the thread. You getting music? Do we have music? It took 10 seconds. I need music right away. This is a professional live stream. So she comes back to someone. Let me just read the bottom line again, just so you know what happened. It says, I have given you the benefit of the doubt, but this just makes me think you're not changing. Excellent point, whoever you are. Katie comes back also, my question is how having an opinion means I'm not changing. Because you're in a reactionary way with no real explanation, sharing something just so that you can make Emily Baker look bad, so that you can create some type of drama, some type of fight, and get back at her for all the things that she said about you. That's how. I watched that she said and retweeted because I didn't agree. Well, you never would have done that if you wouldn't have been mad at her. It's no different than what other channels have done to me. It is completely different. Saying that the hate club does something to you doesn't mean that all other channels do that to you. Sorry. We are all allowed to have opinions. We are allowed to have opinions. The problem is when people come back and tell you that you definitely attacked EB, and it's scummy as hell to use that topic to attack EB, you're mad that they hold that opinion. You should just be fine with them holding that opinion instead of arguing it so hard. That's another reason why I showed you this. This is her basically booming out because people got mad that she attacked EB this way. Anyway. Oh, there's another one. No, that's it. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, there is another one. Which is something I took to heart. We are allowed to have opinions, which is something I took to heart. What? Okay, I don't find conversations like this constructive. Which are my opinions? It doesn't mean I think Emily is a terrible person. It's commentary. How can you not think that a arsist isn't a terrible person? But did you? So does she not get what she shared? Does she not understand what this was trying to say about Emily Baker? Is she putting on an act right now? How does she not understand that what she shared was somebody accusing Emily of being a bad person? And how does this not impact her and get her to... I don't have any clue, y'all. I wish I knew. Now, remember, some of these images are out of order. I don't care enough to put them in order. So just understand that. I don't care enough about this, you put it in order. Why does she think it's okay to do something as long as she feels someone did it to her? Exactly. So earlier on, she said, I don't think she'll care what I say because she's got a lot more people than me to worry about. I have no beef with this woman. I don't like her opinion. That's it. Can you maybe do a whole video on your YouTube channel about why you don't like her opinion? I don't think you will, because I think you would piss off a big-ass chunk of your subs if you did that video. But we'd love to hear it, because we don't get that from looking at you sharing that thing on Twitter. We'd love to hear your actual opinion on your YouTube channel. I mean, hell, Emily gave her opinion herself. Why not? I will be clear again for those that are not understanding. I'm not sharing a tweet shared by my friend to get back at anybody. What I heard, I did not agree with, and I can tweet. And I have opinions when I don't agree. I can speak on topics without it being about drama, Thanks. Bullshit. You can't keep lying to people. You got to be able to own what you're doing. This is what makes people not like you, and it creates the criticism against you. But if you don't keep playing my music, you ain't getting paid. Well, you ain't getting no crack then. I know you're going to now. I am now convinced that Katie likes fighting with other creators. She likes poking at her criticizers. She likes trying to devalue her criticizers' opinions while at the same time trying to boost opinions that are nasty against people she doesn't like. After seeing what she did to me, after seeing how she handled the Creep Show situation, I did think that that at least would be such an extreme thing that after some time, she would try to change. She would at least try to put on the face that she's changed. Because one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of creators out there like to wear two faces, especially in this type of community. They like to try to convince their subs of one thing, but then act a different way another time, and never really completely own how they feel. Like, here's an example. They'll change their opinion if they're talking to this group of people, but then they'll change their opinion to something the complete opposite when they're talking to this group of people, and when they get busted for saying two different things to two different sets of people, they just lie and say, I'm sorry. They're not sorry when they continue to do it over and over again. You get me? But I think she does it on purpose because it creates the views. See, this is one bad thing about people that become low